Wow, okay, so we already double duelists on both sides. The Neon, of course, with how strong she is right now, that's not a surprise, but T1 going with the Yoru for the flashes and the distractions. You know, Trace is just going full-on attack with the Phoenix.
Yeah, man, Trace is almost running the old-school Paper Rex on this map, dude. I love to see it. This is going to be really exciting. Stacks on the Sova there as well, so a bit of a change up from what we're used to seeing. I mean, he used to play some Harbor on this map. You and I were kind of theorizing maybe the Breach could come in here potentially to kind of back up some of those pushes with the Duelists if that was going to be
starting on the attacking side.
Yeah, really also excited to see Buzz's Neon again. He looked really, really strong on that. Really curious about Fung Fung's Phoenix. I mean, that to me is going to be super intriguing with how on point he was the other day. I mean, is he going to be able to replicate some success? We already got a dink through the wall there onto Meteor. Zhao is hiding around the corner. They're still going to find him. Buzz got the opener. Oh my god, they're both.
Yeah, that's a bit of a miss. Zhao kind of trying to choose whether he wants to save his teammate or whether he wants to go for extra shots. Tries to put down the relay boat for support, but it's too late. Teammate already down. Buzz slides past it, and Zhao just caught in no man's land. Art taking over. A main now re-cleared as well. So T1 completely set up for this post plant. Meteor still lurking in Art, and Lil King, he wants to clear, but there's just too much to clear with the box. Finds him right away. Meteor with the timing, just peeking back and forth, works out perfectly. Drone gets the tag, and that should be a flawless for T1.
Wow, great start there. High tempo match here for both sides, but for T1, you know, especially, you can really dial up the tempo with that Yoru, with that Neon. See how they want to pilot it.
Yeah, in some ways, you could even support better up to tempo with the Euro just because you can throw your flashes from afar, right? The Phoenix kind of has to be right up close with the Neon, so you always have to take things step by step, you would imagine. It's just going to be a deep recon into B main, and we'll see if Burl continues here in 2024. We're going to see some variation right now with the better weaponry as well. Should note that Buzz decides to go for the Judge, so he might be looking to go all the way deep into B halls to try to clear that out nice and early with a slide in, but they don't like what they're seeing. They already see a couple extra members, you know, more than one. That's enough to tell you, okay, they're on an eco. This looks like it might be a stack. We don't want to give away the better weapons by chance. T1 will take their time.
Yeah, smart here, especially going down this B site. There's a lot of places you can hide around that corner, so this is a great call here from Stacks. Try to change directions, see if you can get some value out of that Judge that Buzz has bought, and just leave the Marshall behind with Izu. Of course, he's got the TP as well that's already back over into spawn, so he can...
Meteor?
Meteor.
Yeah, he's so deep. I mean, there's no way you expect him to already be past sewers. Like, you think, okay, maybe he's in mid, but he already peeks out because he doesn't hear any noise before that, so he wants to get ahead of it. It's a good choice, and he peeks out and get a nice wide swing right as he gets up. Good movement from the Sentinel of T1.
He's looking sharp today. Had that one whiffy moment yesterday, but ooh, Hebe actually going to take Izu down as he was waiting still over in the cubby at B. That's a big pickup, another one here for Zhao and Feng as well. Fung Fung getting involved.
Yeah, he tries to heal up, didn't have much health, so we're going to see a good timing from Stacks to catch him off guard, but it's still a 2v2 and a Marshall picked up by Hebe. We'll see if that can do any damage. There is armor on the side of T1, so it's not going to be easy. If you can maybe even take away that extra Guardian, that would be a huge boon for Trace Esports. They're trying to bait him out, but T1, they decide they know it's a big, but Zhao peeks against the pig, and it's just Sylvan left all alone with the Guardian.
Yeah, I mean, a good call to rotate there, and some good picks found.
He might have lost his weapon as well, and the round itself. Now it's just going to be a speedy round on the bonus. Bucky in hand for Buzz. Of course, had that Judge in the previous round, and Fung's ready. It's a three-man stack on A, and they just peek out with the flash. The curveball comes out, and Zhao's not stopping. He wants to create extra space, but the Bucky right in his face. That's a stone wall you can't push through. Fung will still fight through it. He knows they don't really have an option. So much invested already. He gets two, but that's exactly where the buck stops.
That was a great flash from Izu as well on that push attempt by Trace Esports. Caught two of them, made Zhao extremely blind to the point where he had no idea what he was getting into. Lil King, though, okay.
Buzz is weak. He's just a scratch away, but he slides right under the gunfire. What a move from the Neon, and T1 will secure the bonus for themselves.
That's what you want to see out of Buzz. I mean, just tremendous.
Phoenix just to stick through the fight with a second curveball. You know, think you can take them out with a better weaponry at range. But alas, it's just too many members peeking on both sides of that box over on A main. Now, Trace Esports, they push forward once again on A, and that was their choice here on the Sheriffs with the eco round, but they're not going to get the value they wanted. So with that early information, Trace trying to go for an early rotate, trying to stack B ahead of time, but it looks like T1's already going to make their way through. Buzz is going to go all the way deep into halls. This is that slide just a bit. Still finds the kill with the Judge.
Unbelievable stuff. I mean, T1 is so explosive with
Whoa,
these
whoa.
two duelists. Okay?
I mean, I thought there was a chance that he catches him right off guard, but Buzz goes in very deep. Meteor not getting that long-range kill on the lurk. I mean, this is what Meteor is known for. So Trace Esports definitely, coming prepared against the squad that they're up against.
Here we
Now
go.
weapon upgraded. Fung with the Vandal. Zhao does have the ultimate, and there it is. Just pushes them away, creates that angle here for Fung. He's going to be pushing up with the run it back, trying to create extra space. Buys time with the sightline, but there's the ping, and Izu with the headshot right through the wall. Zhao trying to play some mind games in between, but it's not going to work out. Recon out to check close. They're going to be able to check right past that flame wall, and there's not a chance for this defuse to come through. Stax gets the pick at long range, and Stax will get a double at that maximum range with the Vandal. Yeah, it just seems like T1 comes in with a more structured plan right away. Trace is adapting as best as they can. But there's only so much you can do. Obviously, you can win those 1v1 duels if you see Izu clearing all this space in mid. I love that. Going through a dimensional drift and then the gate crash clears out both, the side on B and over on Art. And Buzz already through on the back line as well with the judge. He is just running rampant now with the ultimate. Clears out the site entirely. The Euro for the distraction, the Neon dashing around. He just swiped the floor clean.
I love this. I love this from T1. These players are really just happy to W key their way through here. The ult's still good for Buzz. He has 3.
Yeah, I mean, the dash and the run, the sprint, it's just too much speed. These wide swings are going to be insane. That one, okay, missed out on the angle. Checking the wrong side, and Lilkin will find one, but right now he has to run for his life. Meteor on the hunt all the way around. Lilkin doesn't really have much of an option. I mean, whether you sit and wait, whether you try to run away further, damned if you do, damned if you don't, and Meteor will find that kill. T1 looking clean today for the first.
Going back to what you were talking about again, with that Yoru being able to be all over the map all the time, it makes it that much harder.
And we'll see what the choices are. Obviously, this round, it's going to be a weaker buy. Just a Guardian on Fung Fung, and Izu finds the clean shot with the Outlaw. But they are holding close. It's going to be a double angle and a peek from all angles at the same time with the curveball. Zhao gets 2, but that's all they get. The weapons can't really sustain a longer fight here for Trace Esports, so a nice try. But that's all it'll be, as T1 will clean it up nice and quick for a 6-0 lead.
I agree in that situation, so T1 able to mitigate that attempted trap play. It's another aggressive push from Buzz, but he's got to get out of there.
Yeah, the Neon will allow himself to get out of there across C. Gravity well, as Zhao gets a nice pick at long range with the operator. He's fine to timing. He will dash out. It's just a clone approaching. And now the Cosmic Divide completely shuts down the operator. Lil King trying to save the site by jumping in, but there's just too many targets. Fung is there to trade off of him, but that gives a timing for the operator to peek back out. Zhao finds a nice shot. Makes sure that he covers his back here in B halls. His teammates trying to come in. Izu still able to get the 1v1s, waiting for the operator to peek out, and Zhao will try to continue to escape. Make sure he pairs up, make sure they're ready for the double, and Izu will also say, fine, I'm going to reset all the way to the A site.
Yeah, just going to use the ult. Make sure you can get the plant down potentially, but he's taking his time. He's actually TP'd all the way back here.
Oh, I don't mind it. He sends that shot as well from Art just to try to buy time, and this time he gets out as well, so he's got the long range. But it is a 2v1 Trace Esports. They first of all have to clear so many corners. You might even have to check B Link as well because it's the Yoru. Don't know where that gate crash went.
Yeah, exactly. This is really, really tricky for Trace Esports. If Izu can just find that one headshot.
Long range flash, and he peeks off of it. Now you know the turret's there as well, but already down to 30 HP. Has to try to get the spam. He gets it right as the fast lane comes up. Zhao's just not ready for the coverage. Izu, he has an opportunity. He's got the internal timer. In fact, he reads that it's a fake completely. Just lets the timer run down. Goes out for the peek. Knows he's safe. Constantly trying to draw him out, and Zhao thinks, I can get through this. It's an ace for Izu, the rookie stepping up.
Unbelievable stuff from Izu. You can see that this guy has been, a good hold from Zhao initially to force out that ultimate, and then a good response from Fung Fung to come in there and try to cut off the attack, but, oh well. Didn't really work out because Izu was just better.
Yeah, Izu just able to cut up the map and the site just a bit better around their own Cosmic Divide. And now it's just speed again. Full-on speed as Buzz clears a close corner. Sylvan and Stax watching from long range as backup, and they'll pick up the easy kills as everyone from Trace is trying to reposition out of the site. And the more I look at this and we look at T1 dominating, I'm wondering if I honestly think the setup from that previous round where you're heavier towards the B site because your composition may not have as an easy time re-clearing that, stick with that and then go for the close quarter combat on A for the retake if you need to with the Phoenix. That might just be the answer to Trace.
I think that's a really good point. I mean, it's right now.
Team that was really consistently running the Phoenix on this map prior, and something that they did was always pushing out mid, right? Always taking B Link and wrapping around if the teams went for B main and just pressuring that fight. So I wonder if that's another option you have to consider. Now it's the Hunter's Fury just to create space, and that's a double kill for Zhao. Can they get the upgraded weapons? T1 doesn't really want to make it easy, but it's also a bit of an awkward angle for them to cover. There's a nice curveball, and Zhao with a counter ace 2 rounds after with the Neon.
Oh, amazing call. These hand, phenomenal stuff there from TE.
Yeah, you love to see it. Just a bit more life from Trace Esports on their opponent's pick. The operator now ready, but so is Meteor. Op versus Op. Meteor's been in this position so many times. Can Zhao step up to it? And Zhao will find him, hiding away from that angle initially, and then peeking back out. Good timing read from Zhao. Now that that's the Killjoy, and it was only the Killjoy, you know it's going to be an A hit. Trace Esports as ready as they can ever be, but Buzz is always just so quick to get into the backside. He's now buying so much more time down in bunker, hiding away, allows for Stacks to get a nice free kill as the opponents are fishing for the Neon.
That was a great reaction by Stacks. Buzz, again, doing such a phenomenal job on this Neon, breaking space open. It seems like whichever team takes the attack is the one that's going to win. It just whoever gets that util out first. Yeah. It just seems like you can't fight off the back foot with these comps.
I mean, as it goes with the Neons as well, right? Just the tempo. You have so much initiative, and Fung peeks out. A little bit too much space given by Buzz. Allows him to peek out and turn around for the kill. Now the defuse already going through. There's Hunter's Fury, but half already done. Can he get a kill? He gets one. The Phoenix is down. Oh, Zhao steps right into it just a bit too late, but Luke, he knows it's the half. He can stick it before he gets spammed. And while he goes down, the round is taken by Trace Esports.
Ah, that's good for Trace.
Econ anyway. But alas, it's 2 rounds given over to Trace Esports. Now they do have to reinvest, so if they lose out this round, the last round of the half is not looking great for TE. And this time they just choose to empty B site entirely. You have the lockdown, so that's going to be the game plan for the retake. Now you're holding close on Arc and A main for TE. They just want to shut down any sort of speed play on the A site. And over on B, as long as you hold Heaven, you're looking for the retake with the ultimate.
You're one away from another Cosmic Divide here for Sylvan. You're going to use Izu's ult, do a little bit of scouting. Make sure that this is going to be somewhat clear. The flash does come through. Fung Fung just trying to play for his life. Izu just tracking him down. He's going to pull out. Both players now backing off of the site.
Yeah, but that Dimensional Drift allows T1 to actually save their lockdown initially. I mean, TE was trying to give that space, but now they're trying to push them out before the spike gets planted. It's just too late, and T1 now has the advantage with the lockdown battle. Zares will set down a bit later. We'll see if T wants to push all the way to try to clear this. It's going to be risky. So Fung Fung will just have to give that respect. He's clearing close. He gets detained, but he knows, okay, you guys can jump into the site and we can start the retake.
Yeah, and that's going to be a good recon dart there to set this up, to force TE to wait even longer. So T1 really trying to buy as much time as possible.
Yeah, you got the lurk coming in over from Sylvan as well, so we'll keep our eye on that on the mini-map. But TE, they're starting to push up very close. A nice double stack from TE, but a good answer from Buzz from Long. Trace Esports still takes all the space on B main. Now the lurk, Sylvan. But do they know it's 2 of them? Not half done either, so no time, in fact. And that's going to be T1 taking
trap T1, but T1 has decided to make yet another B push. And, oh my god, Buzz, you're amazing.
Oh man, he still gets it. He got caught, but again, the speed, it's just too much. And it had to be Hebe too, right? Just the one with the stinger. Couldn't really get the clean shot against the Neon. And he's already drawn so much attention that B main was absolutely free. B site, the spike will get planted. Now we'll see, Trace Esports, do they go for a flank around? Do they go for that Hail Mary play? Because if not, the long-range battle on this retake on B is just too difficult. Drone already taken out, and now the retake ready to begin. But how much more time can T1 stall? You got flashes, you got drones, you got nano swarms. It's too much.
Yeah, you still have shock darts as well for Stacks and Ovapulse to try to keep Izu at bay, but Stacks can just really do some damage on the way in. Get some vision on the Fung Fung.
Yeah, counter recon comes in as well, so that allows T1 to all be prepared for these entries. Now a 2v2, but the timer on the side of T1. Stacks going to peek out on a timing against the curveball before it can be thrown, and the shorty comes in. He gets the kill. Is there enough time, though? It doesn't look like it. Couldn't quite hear the beeps, and right near the end, it's going to go off with 0.32 seconds left.
Oh, crazy stuff. I mean, these delays that...
Still, you got the buy around, something like that. But we'll see if they can get past this first hurdle. Nice early smoke here from Sylvan just to buy some time on A main. They don't hear the early speed, but they also have Izu planted deep on the defensive side of T1 over by B side. So you're already going for the over rotates towards the A side. B Link now being covered by the turret and Buzz. Lots of good map coverage from T1, but not enough information, so you see them getting a little passive. The recon comes in to clear Arc, and it's just a slow creep in for Trace Esports. They'll create space, but no frags just yet. Looking at the wall banks here for Stacks, he gets pushed out, but Izu in the smoke, good for 2, and now they push back out. Izu's gonna get taken out, but that's enough time for Sylvan to peek out and get a double kill himself.
That was crazy good stuff from Izu. Meteor has a chance to finish the round, but actually Luo King gonna get the best of him. Finally, Sylvan able to finish the job. The defuse gonna come through, but really Izu to get this. It's gonna be Stingers and a Spectre.
Yep. I mean, every round, right? Basically, you gotta pick up whatever you dropped, and T1 surely will be ready for this. You see them keeping a little bit of range between themselves and the entrance of A. And look at Izu again on the minimap with the Outlaws. Well, he's cleared out the long range of B main. They know for a fact that this has to be a setup towards A. The turret still hasn't gone off, and B link either. So all eyes on the A site. The question is, can Trace Esports have the explosive entry they need to battle all the way to the back of the site?
Yeah, it definitely needs to be really well timed, and you got to find a way to get around that Astra util as well. See a lot of stars out on the front.
Here they come in. The gravity well trying to keep them at bay. Zhao getting right up close, gets 1 kill, but immediately gets taken down. Buzz with the judge, holding on site. Support from behind along the side of Meteor and Stacks. And now it's going to be a 1v3 on the site. Lil King just cannot find an entry past the Nano Swarm. All weapons dropped on this force buy. And Lil King, I don't even know if you have an option to get out of here alive.
It's nearly impossible. He gets spotted by the dart. Meteor's going to be good for a 3K with the Sheriff. I mean, this...
Well, right, then it's another smoke, then it's the drone. Like, there's just so much to go through, similar to the post plants that we saw from T1's attacking side. Trace Esports, last hurrah here as it is map point for T1, but T1 has a read on this. They're holding close on Art. They know that with the weaponry you have, your best bet is to go for these close quarters. The bait hit from Stacks, and there's the dash out past the relay bolt. Almost good for 2, but Buzz not able to quite land the shots. Zhao trying to create an opening. He'll make a little bit, but Meteor immediately flanking from behind. And BLK says, you know what, I'm not going to take this fight. I want to group up with my teammate. I want to get the spike planted.
Yeah, the whole time I was watching Meteor to see if Zhao would push through the doors towards him and get that alarm bot popped, and if he'd maybe get that kill. But instead, it was a full commit, and Meteor was able to find that timing to slide in towards mid, get those couple big kills, and at least give T1 some kind of hope. But they're going for the push, and there's a... Oh, my God.
Oh, no, he's ready for it, and now it's a 1v2, and Luo King, can you get out of this alive? It's just too much being thrown at you. They're just forcing his hand completely. Here's the reload, so he peeks out, but it's absolute bait as Meteor has his sights trained on that angle.
That was super impressive for T1. I mean, it's so crazy. It's just like at Red Bull home ground, where they kind of looked a little shaky at the beginning. U-Haul, like hookah, back sights, like things like that, it's going to be really, really difficult. And remember that Meteor's agent Vise, she also has the Razor Vine, which is going to essentially act as a molly. So there's a lot of ability to clear those angles, to clear that space. It's just, you know, what is TE's response going to be? Are they going to be able to use these controllers effectively?
Yeah, and Luo King, he's already suppressed, doesn't really have a way out, and BLK tries to get a double, but maybe a bit too greedy, gets taken down. And now we're going to have to see Zhao. He actually steps right back out after the flash, gets 2, almost good for 3, but Buzz ducks right under it with the frenzy and tries to keep the site alive for the attackers.
Sylvan immediately piecing out to try to get this plant down. Fung maybe going to try to disrespect it. Nope, it comes through.
1 enemy remaining.
Huge kill for Sylvan.
Yeah, Sylvan staying alive, so you know 1's and 2, but he's not quite sure where the other one is, and Fung, he's trying to scout them out, wants to get the 1v1s first, but just can't wait forever. He's not able to get the kill, but he gets buzzed through the wall. And now already Sylvan down low as well, 40 HP. Fung, he just needed to land down away from the tube, so Fung not able to secure that clutch. A nice and early shear coming out, just acting as that info on the flank, and so Trace Esports will activate it right away over by A short. So they're constantly putting that early pressure down that, hey, we could still go for this flank nice and early. We've already activated this. You don't know when we're going to push through, and so T1 says, all right, well, we'll gladly take the tempo, and they are charging through all the projectiles being thrown backside. BLK, can you stay alive in the tube? He can stay alive, but can he get a frag? If the smoke is Stacks, no, it's going to be Sylvan getting taken down. Stacks still trying to stay alive, providing that backup, and eventually T1 will clear the site.
Yeah, now just down to Zhao. 4 headhunter bullets and a dream. I mean, you know, just 4 taps of a head and you win the round, right? Like, that's easy money, right?
Easy peasy for the chamber players. That's what they say. See if he's going to go for any of these shots. The Dizzy coming out. Yeah, it's definitely noticeably shorter, the time that you can get blinded. And, of course, the globules don't stay alive for much longer either. But Zhao not able to find it. Gets a little bit baited by the
T1, I mean, other than Hebei just walking into smoke and getting a kill, there wasn't too much to really write home about for Trace Esports. So Flash this time trying to set up for Zhao, but Stacks having none of it.
Yeah, he's already past it, and he peeks back out from the left side. Zhao wasn't really ready for it. He was ready for the right side, but that's a bit too much distance to swing out. So that's the signal again for T1 to up the tempo. They're clearing close, like you said, with that Dizzy. Then using a couple of those extra abilities. The Paint Shell's already used by Buzz as well. He does have the double blast packs, so you can have the speed on the entry, but now a lot of those projectiles are already used, and you have to wait a little bit longer for the Dizzy to come back. Now it's online.
Yeah, still a couple Razor Vines, though, for Meteor.
Yeah, and immediately in the back, Buzz is actually going to land on it. He's still just going to sit still. Eventually goes down to the Razor Vines from Meteor, but it doesn't matter. Job done. Cleared the site. Spike gets planted, and now a 4v2 against Trace Esports. Funk trying to get ahead of it, but he's all alone, and now it's just all lonesome on Hebei. Can't really do much. He's going to go for the save.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough, especially with still one of the flashes available, or was available. Meteor ended up using it, but good luck. I mean, you're just a Molly and a Phantom and 50 credits. Absolutely the right call to save here. So again, these executes starting to look really clean. One of the things that at times yesterday left us a little bit wanting with T1 was to see a little bit better execute kind of setups and preparation. Today it's looking much, much better. Again, this map, they played it a couple times already at Red Bull, so they have a pretty good feel for this and really like the way that they pilot this map. I mean, they have so much ability to clear space with this composition. They have so much utility that they can
way to the map victory. It's going to be a nice and early throw on the Razor Vines. Gonna land and try to push Trace Esports back, and they're just shoving them in. I mean, it's very similar to the Deadlock combos, and they're just stuck there, getting suppressed by the Thrash. T1 charging in, and on the backside is going to be Buzz. It's a complete wraparound. Trace Esports completely corralled under lamps. They have no exit. Look at all these mollies you mentioned, Paper Thin. There's just no way for them to peek out for a fight.
Yeah, I love this. I love this from T1. They're so well coordinated on this map. He's gonna make a little bit of push off the back of the Thrash. Didn't matter. Buzz just gets 2.
I mean, the timings, it's just so oppressive on this execute. Trace Esports, Zhao and Liu King will still get a single kill to each of their names, but it's still a 2v3. Not the weaponry you want. Yes, you have Headhunter. Yes, you have Sheriffs. Those are one-tap weapons. But will T1 give them the angle? It doesn't look like it. Meteor constantly staying a bit mobile there on Lamps, holding that close angle. Isu's going to be in the danger zone, but he gets both of them as they peek out. Continuing. Just a bit more obvious of a position, though, right? So many projectiles that can push him out, so he's going to go a bit further out. Hold this very slim angle to try to get the first shot. But T1's ahead of this. They're just pressuring Hookah first and foremost, clearing those close angles, making sure that they pressure the chamber, that he can't get comfortable over on B main. Then, of course, they had a little bit of delay set up on A short as well. The early arc rose for the flash, and then the shear for the wall as well for info on the flank.
Yeah, this is really diligent from the side of T1, even using a smoke to make sure they can set up for this execute. Liu King just has to back up. There's nothing he can do. He knows this showstopper's on its way. Has to back the heck out. He's playing dangerously close. What a timing from him.
Wow, yeah, he waited all that time for the spray. And meanwhile, Zhao, if he had gotten that kill, you would have been able to hold on to the site. But Trace Esports, for now, they still have to give up some space. They're able to re-clear, but the spike already planted. So while you might be in, how do you bait them out of their positions? How do you get them to peek? It's really up to Funk to try to draw attention. It's going to work out as Liu King gets the spam through the wall. Right above it, gets a headshot against Meteor. And now a 3v2. The spam coming in from T1, but the defuse starts to continue. Can they get the half at a time? A wide swing. It's a 1-for-1 trade, which is advantageous for Trace Esports. And Funk will be the one to clean it up, get them on the board nice and
ahead of us. Just neglect them. Who cares?
I mean, sometimes that's what you have to do, right? Whether it's double controllers, whether it's mollies, sometimes you want to catch them off guard. So that's something that T1 will have to consider. Nice early 0 point is going to push Trace Esports a bit further back. Draws out that early smoke from the Brimstone. So T1 going for some trades on the util, but they are the ones with 0 information right now, all stacked up on A short. And Funk's ready for it. He's not completely flashed yet, but there's the full blind, and he just cannot find a single shot. Silva pushes through. Bianca holding strong, and there's the pinch. Bianchi, he needed to get just a bit more, but eventually it comes down to a 2v2 on the retake for Trace Esports.
Yeah, a lot of util dump there for T1 to get through. This time around, the crossfire is quite good for TE, but the answer from the T1 players enough to get them to the plant position. Another Razor Vine put down. Little King gonna try to push through yet another smoke here.
Oh, and Meteor's just trying to buy time. You have the orbital command as well, and look at him shuffling away, so he's not spotted. The spray actually gets the second kill.
Just what a wild round there. I mean, both these teams just getting a little, aggressive at each other. For TE there, obviously the Viper's Pit was popped early, so they kind of anticipated that it was going to be some kind of A hit. They stacked for it, and it was still an even exchange for T1, so still having a tough time finding the right answers. Okay, you're going to get some information there for Bianchi. You at least did get a blast pack out of Buzz, so he's going to be a little bit more challenging for him to dig deep. Figures out, the trades are there. Izu's got two.
Yeah, Izu was still prepared for that, but Heimei, nice and calm. Already took down the wingman as well. The Dizzy also gets shut down, so he's staying alive, and now he's running away. The orbital strike against the Thrash. Can it get the kill? He does finish off Izu. A 4K for Heimei. Meteor comes through, but it's still a 1v2. Spike not in hand. He needs to clear the site first. He can't walk back and show his back just yet. Arcros trying to get information. Nothing from backside. No tags yet either. Meteor, zero information. Going in blind onto the site. The judge waiting close by in the tube. Do you suspect this weapon? Do you suspect this choice? He's going to have to clear it, but it's going to be an advantage. Reach, he actually swings right past it. Just a bit of a scratch. Now knows where Zhao is as well. Spotted, 25 seconds still. He could go for a bait, but he's going to stick the plan. Zhao already in the site. Meteor, one swing is all he gets, and he does try to dodge the first one, but Zhao, nice with the crouch, gets the kill, and will get the clutch for Trace.
Yeah, I mean, again, it comes down to timings on the swings, when you're going to find your moment to strike, and for Heimei, he finds a
combine, and T1 continuing to just hammer down on the B side.
Yeah, they're really trying to use that util advantage, try to clear some space, but Trace Esports this time, getting a little bit of pressure. Here goes Bump right over that, gets two! Unbelievable blast back! Oh my god, this showstopper!
Man, from up top, right on the head of Buzz, and it's a double kill. And Funk still here, he's still alive, he's still getting value, almost gets a third, but sets up for Bianchi with the spray down through the wall. Here comes the pop flash. Bianchi's ready for it. He antes it and he swings around.
Analogy
of jams the gun.
Yeah, it jams the gun.
It doesn't tie it up. It doesn't do any of that. It doesn't suppress the gun. It jams it.
Jams it. We already have suppressions. You can't use that word.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Got to dig deep in the old dictionary.
The Source.com really doing work today in Valorant. Well, here it comes. Steel Guard in the Peach Show. Just trying to play ahead of time, but Funk, he will be stuck behind the site. Nowhere really to go. Just a pistol in hand. He still gets it with the classic. A weapon is still a weapon. And the Vandal's now back out. He's good for two. Now swinging around the tube. He's already under two. They swing. Gets three. Almost four. Stacks scratched down all the way to 45 HP. 3v2 advantage for Trace Esports on the retake. They should all get spotted. Only two tagged. So they're not quite sure. 4v2 in fact. So T1 still looking behind them as well. Lil King already takes down Stacks and Buzz. Some heroics absolutely necessary here. The spike is planted for him. There's a one-way against Trace Esports actually. We're going to guess him just a little bit. But Lil King will still get the trade.
Yeah, this is again the disrespect that they're going to show to some of the util from T1. This time the ult disrespected. Just again,
to a couple here with the Viper's Pit and the Showstopper.
Yeah, and you on a weaker buy for T1. Buzz again leading into that judge. Really lingering it on some of these rounds. It makes a lot of sense on this map, of course, because U-Haul and Hookah. It's a very powerful gun for that. Trying to spray down to clear the wingman. Oh, they just got it. They just
eventually,
got it.
Right at the end. If they had let that plant, that would have been a little bit dicier. But the TP already coming through as well. So Shower's fully under the control of Trace Esports. Spike still gets planted. And now Sylvan, he used that orbital strike to buy a little bit more time. And he's trying to just make sure that distracts him long enough that he can go for the flank. Bianchi's watching. Bianchi has to win this fight. If Sylvan is able to get this kill, it's so much time bought here for T1. And Bianchi, he just decides we're going to give up on it. If he's still not coming, we're going to push through onto the site. You have to start to get the util out so you can get the defuse. Bianchi waiting for him. Fung meanwhile already puts pressure on it, and Bianchi wins the shower fight as well. Surely Trace Esports, you have all the tools you need to go for the retake. A nice split peek there from Heimei. Dizzy taken down. The rest of the team still able to stick the defuse. Half already done. Blast back in from Fung. Nice kill as well, just trying to buy time more than anything. And, oh, he actually took down the diffuser. It's not enough time on the second half. Buzz.
It's not in the way I was expecting.
Oh, man, that's a heartbreaker for Trace, quite frankly, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they did everything right, like you said.
Yeah,
They're
they did.
flanking around against some mollies. I mean, they had Fung going in there to make sure they're not peeking out of the smoke too early. They were ready for Buzz as well, but he jumps up from the box. And now, Bianca, a nice spray down for the first kill, slows things down on B. So, Trace Esports, they've identified that B is the sweet spot right now for T1. Sure, that last round was an A hit, but they're not getting thrown off by it. Zhao just being the lone member, trademark on short. Operator on showers, and surely he waits the entire round for Meteor, and here he comes, gets the kill. He's been good with that operator all weekend.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. And this is something that has kind of made it difficult for T1. They've been pretty predictable because they rely a lot on these executes with this composition. They don't have a great answer for the chamber necessarily unless you're using like stacks with somebody else. Okay, Sylvan wins that battle, nicely done, but you know, without that extra layer of flash to really make that chamber uncomfortable, Meteor's not able to do that lurking that he'd like to do.
Yeah, Heibe's ahead of things, so he doesn't go back out. He actually pushes past for the paint shell, so tries to buy a little bit more time, but Stacks and Sylvan will get a frag each, so now equalize for 2v2. Slightly lower health on the side of T1, but it's not going to matter given the weaponry. Both sides could go down at any moment. Operator in hand for Zhao. That smoke is really just a thorn in his side, waiting for it to clear, waiting for that angle. Wants to peek out of it. Now that's time bought for Lul King. He's wrapping around, and surely they go for a peek at the same time, but Sylvan, if he wins this, that could be a deal breaker against Trace Esports. Lul King goes for the swing, gets him through the wall, and there's the headhunter. Make sure that they know the location. Lul King now has to push forward. Does he stick the half? There's the spam. He's actually just going to stick it all the way. No way. Pros don't fake it. It's too late of a decision.
To buy a little bit of time for the plant, get themselves into a position where they can hold the line, and Stacks reading that situation with the chamber potentially coming through that door very nicely. Playing up close and personal, making it really difficult for that operator flick to happen. Had to switch over the headhunter, couldn't quite get it. Now we look at another Viper's Pit. This time it's in short A, so what is T1's response going to be? I mean, right now they're at least lined up to try to contest this.
I mean, they got the Thrash as well, right? And the Showstopper maybe above, but Julia counted the trademark. Don't think the Thrash is going to see it. He does see it, in fact. Gets slowed down by their own. Oh my goodness, yeah, Vines there. Buzz taking a lot of damage to the decay as well. Almost got taken out by his teammate once more. But they're all just walking through it, and Buzz not able to win the fight. Sylvan will take down Lil King, so there's the pit going down. Sight opened up, Thrash getting picked up as well, so one more shot at a delay here by Izu. We'll see if that's all they need. Meteor holding very close in the smoke, making sure that they don't creep up, that they don't get the chance to set up for a retake with Util, but Bianca gets him right from behind. The man game's around the smoke. It's too much space for Meteor to cover. Now backside taken over by Trace. Heibe gets another as well. They're continuing to push through. Showstopper clears, and Fung still alive. The entire site in control by Trace Esports, and you just can't find the shot for Izu. Trace will equalize at a 5-7 score line.
Yeah, I think there's some interesting ideas with the combination, with the Util combinations that T1 is trying to bring to the table with the buys.
On the site for a couple extra seconds. We'll see what Trace does to make Meteor have a tougher choice. Right now, the setup is over on A short for the Vice. Just a lot to shut down any instant entry by the Rays. Meanwhile, a three-man stack here on B for T1.
Yeah, there was the orb grab. Invested a little bit of resources there to get Izu a little bit closer to an early crash. Quick peek, just sees Luo King, so not a lot of information gained off of that. Just seeing a Viper doesn't really give you a ton of idea of what this team's trying to do. The chamber as well, it can be difficult to read what TE is trying to do because they're only going to show you one of those sentinels, or the pseudo sentinel and the Viper, and that makes it really tricky to kind of understand where this attack might be happening. However, you do have the Vise utility right on A to try to stop up any explosive.
Yeah, you see the wall as well. They're just trying to get ahead of it, and Fung will just keep them trapped up, pushed away, just trying to stay alive, but he's all alone right now. Meteor owning close, Stacks peeks out as well, and now Meteor's already past the toxic screen, so the TP comes out, the main force all the way on B, but Buzz is still ready. Nice paint shells bouncing off the wall, just keeping them trapped in hookah. No way to jump out. Izu gets a nice free double kill. Spike now stranded on the site. Only 25 seconds. So Lil King flank. They haven't hurt him yet, but he needs to get the kills immediately. Can't quite see the feet of Sylvan. Finds him just a bit too late. And now with only 15 seconds on the clock, surely T1 will lock this down.
Yeah, this is not enough time.
10 seconds
Zhao
left.
Just literally headhunting right now, looking for any players, see if he can finish them off. What a nice little outplay by Stacks. That's a sick shot from Zhao.
It's a nice shot, but look at what T1's doing. They're saying, all right, stay alive.
Yep.
We're not going to give you the credits. Ooh, do you want to give over the spike plant, though? Oh, no.
Unless things really roll your way. And with Sylvan a little bit deeper on that angle. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Well, I mean, they'll check for it, but can they get it is the question. Nope, not at all. Swings right back close to the wall. Buzz avoiding the bulk of that damage. Down to 52, but a double kill to his name. And now Bianca just trying to throw some sort of a distraction past their own toxic screen. The sheer wall. Does he just fake it? Yeah, you can't fake it when you're walking. You got to jump peek it.
There.
So he will just get stuck all the way into hookah. And they should have a pretty good idea. Meteor, I think, yeah, knows for it. And he just waits for the screen to go down. It should be an easy round. Buzz eventually going down. Not enough health to survive all of that. But Lil King once again, all on his lonesome, fairly healthy, and has a judge, but doesn't have the range to fight through this.
Yeah, this is very difficult. Yeah, for sure. Stacks with the Guardian has a...
no matter what, either you're jump peeking with someone watching Heaven to counter peek, or you all just have to rush past it and go for a pinch with showers as well. So it's a bit of a thorn, absolutely, for Trace Esports. Yeah. That one was intentional, 100%.
I love it. Nice. I really hope Achilles is watching this and groaning right now.
Yeah, because he's in for a full year of it as well.
Exactly.
So. Well, this time it's on showers, so a switch up, maybe trying to bait them in because it's a 4-man stack, and if it is, it's a good setup from T1, right? Kind of let them know, hey, we don't have the same setup. You can actually walk into hookah, and you can try to go for a lurk. Meanwhile, Stacks, what, wins long range over on B? That's already a disadvantage for Trace. The fake out not going to be as impactful anymore. Buzz holding close, wants to check, gets vision, and that's all he needs. He pushes back out with the Poison Cloud as well as the advantage not working out for Trace Esports, and that's just going to be an absolute massacre bloodbath here on the A site.
Look at the way those mollies were lined up. It allowed a lane there for Meteor to push the corner. Fung though, oh my God, he almost got Izu as well, had the dink.
Yeah, unfortunate. If there
30
wasn't that
seconds
wall, or
left.
if he just peeked out just a bit further, maybe there's an opening. But Bianca all alone. Arc Bro is going to let them know that he is, in fact, an ace short. You get the ping. You'll get one go. Oh, my! I think he was actually intending to peek towards Truck, but he still gets the far peek onto triple, and he's going to run for it. Going for B side. Not much time. He just has to stick the plant. And now Buzz running in. No paint shells, but a double blast back. He's just going to jump in. Wants him to stop the plant, and he's going to land it, but there's the judge right at the side of the dome.
Great understanding of the time and the situation there by T1 again. Buzz, so smart. Such a cerebral duelist player.
Win, right? That's Buzz. And so far, what we're seeing from this composition from T1, and we got a glimpse of it at the Red Bull qualifiers as well, is the fact that the setups are really good. Oh! Wow. Adjust for the crouch. Nice shot from Fung. He's had enough of the praising of Buzz. Shuts him down. That's the call to enter. Oh, wow. Okay, just walking in with the Sheriffs. Now you're not going to clear Sylvan. You didn't quite expect another member in showers, but still decent space here for Trace Esports. But no weapon upgrades just yet, and they still have to plant the spike as well. They're trying to bait out Sylvan. They want to make sure they get the numbers advantage before they go for the spike plant. But this has given so much time for T1 to come and back him up. Now you already given Heaven over. Havey gets the kill. Trying to peek out. You see Meteor. He's so low as well. Now plant going down fairly safely. Izu has dug deep. They haven't seen it just yet. Spots one, ready for the second. Tries to pull out the Dizzy, but it's too much time to arm itself and throw it up. Meteor trying to spam them, but he's already down to 9 each. But they don't know how to hit headshots.
Yeah, their crosshair placement's garbage.
So I actually just get headshot.
Yeah. Still, what a nice round there from Fung.
Oh, absolutely.
Now you've got an operator for Zhao. I mean, the Tactor-sided operators continue for Trace Esports in this event. I mean, really trying to see if they can get value out of it. I mean, it's been okay. I don't know if it's been super worth it, but see if they can maybe, with a chamber there, get a little bit more damage done. I don't think... Is the rendezvous set up? There it is. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, setting it up late so that he's able to peek into the site. I love that. Making sure that you're playing to win. You know, the early peaks aren't really going to matter much more, knowing that T1 has all these util chaining setups. Wingman at the ready to get some scouting done. So that's going to be on a timer, maybe around the 50 or 40 second mark, just to get a better read on is this a B-site hit. And it's actually going to pay off
Yeah, and they've got the Vice utility here as well, so this is a great read from T1.
Oh, it's just gonna be a crash. Okay, he's able to rendezvous out, but here's the thing, is that they know that they've already taken over Cardin. So you're gonna bring Sylvan in, making sure that you're set up for this A short, still being watched by Buzz, and Fung, he stays alive, but doesn't really have an exit. Meteor's able to fire down, and that's with the signal for the teammates to come through. Everyone getting a kill for themselves, and there's just no entry for Trace.
I think Meteor got an assist on almost all those kills there because of that Razor Vine. Absolutely incredible. Luo King, 1v5, no time left, so just going to have to go for the save.
10 seconds
gonna back up. Izu's going to scoop up that operator as well, and yeah, you called it brilliantly, man. Like, it's just a great read there from T1. With the reaction with the util, you know, Izu's got the Dizzy out.
It doesn't matter if you have a lurk or not, so see if they can adjust to that. Not too many rounds left for them to do so. T1 only 2 rounds away from wrapping up this best of 3. That's going to be a free orb to Stacks, 1 away from the no command now. Buzz, meanwhile, with the operator, has a showstopper for an extra fight if he gets stuck here in showers all alone. Fung's just waiting. See if he swings out on a timer here. Maybe they throw some util over on short, create a distraction.
Yeah, the Sky's scooting over.
Oh, they're just going to push him out. Spot him. There's the op shot. Fung swinging as wide as possible to chase him through. They want to push him out, and Fung's ready for it. He actually fires up a shot, gives an opportunity for Buzz to go in for a counter peek, and that is the entry into shower shut down. Now the pinch completely useless on the side of A. You have to rethink this. Only 50 seconds left, and now half of the round gone. And Zhao, I mean, can't do much. He can try to creep past the Razor Vines, but it has to be a timing. Young K continuing to keep them trapped up. Luo King, meanwhile, finds a nice timing, but Sylvan there for the backup. Heybei now trading back and forth. So Buzz, he decides to push them back out, completely ruin the plan to go for the double egg. Zhao does not get pinged. Very crucial.
30 seconds
No
left.
information here on the B site. Gets past the Razor Vines. And now he needs to find a kill onto Izu.
I think he took just a scrape of damage there.
Yeah, I think Izu might have heard it. That last tick, Izu's ready for it. Here can't get past just yet, but only 13 seconds left. It's Trace Esports that has to rush things. They don't have the Gecko, so now it's a 3v2 on this opening. T1's going in. They have their own Gecko. There's the Dizzy. Give me that information. Heybei good for 2. Keeping the hopes alive for Trace Esports. Buzz passed it with the Phantom, but he gets scratched up. Could not decide where to.
To the front of that orbital strike, so you can just double swing him. Nicely done. Now you have a showstopper. Now you've got the Viper's Pit, so if you can get to the plant, could be another win for Trace Esports. Give themselves 8. Give themselves a real chance in this map.
Yeah, and on the side of T1, I wonder if they just choose to double stack their ultimates, right? Steel Garter and the null command means you really have nothing but your classics, and it's not even going to matter. Sylvan pushes out, refreshes the smoke. So now a 5v4 advantage for T1. Meanwhile, not much information given over to the side of Trace Esports. We see that sheer wall from the Vice set up once again diagonally on A short, so it's really tricky to try to activate that early, but if you rush through it without cleaning the Razor Vines, you're all in for a rude surprise. Maybe even trying to go for the spam to clear that, see if they recall where that was. Zhao stuck between the Razor Vines, finds an opening, but he can't get his weapon out in time. Meteor with the perfect trap once again. They haven't used it for most of this round after the first couple, so Trace Esports loses track of it. Fung spotted. Meteor now stuck between triple, but Buzz is there in showers to protect him. They're actually going to get bunched up. Meteor not able to, he's able to survive. Buzz goes down, though, to the fight from Luo King, so a nice pitch from Trace Esports, systematically done. And now they'll try to go for the plan. Draws out the orbital strike, but still enough time to reset the spike.
Yeah, and Luo King, well, he's just going to kill people. He has the Viper's Pit as well. Fung waiting with open arms, takes down Sylvan. Just Izu with 17 HP remaining to try to get this round over, but I think he's just going to save.
He's got little bro.
Yeah.
It's 1.5. 1.5
Oh, fair enough. That's a good point.
1.5 members here for T1.
But I don't think Lil Bro has enough health to...
But he can keep him company. It's
That's
moral
true.
support.
Yeah, they can hang out together. Yeah, I like that, yeah.
Well, Izu, we'll just go for the save. And these are the types of rounds that I think, T1 fans are somewhat concerned about, right? When the initial plan breaks through, it starts to kind of become heroics after heroics. I'll go for this peak, I'll go for this peak, and then it starts to fall apart. I mean, Meteor trying to run away. He didn't really have an option other than to run away into showers, and he survives, but that means Buzz is there to cover him, trying to take the showstopper out. That means Luo King gets an option,
but a shotgun there for Buzz. Stinger for Meteor, couple sheriffs. Izu still has the Phantom that he was able to save. but a lot of options for Trace Esports. They were able to hang on to that Viper's Pit as well. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Fong Fong's just like, cool story, bro. That's another way to get rid of that PC util. Just hop over it.
But I mean, you're spending 200 creds on it, so I don't know how I feel about that. I would like to see more teams. Like, I get why you don't want to just jump peek, because it is a risk, right? You're revealing yourself, and you're just focused on your movement. But if you already have 3 people there, I think it's worth the shot. Obviously, there it's a bit tougher with the incline, but we'll see either way. Advantage for T1 in terms of overall util and information, but the weaponry still not available. Zhao, he's aware of the potential of a jump peek, but not going to find it at this angle.
Thorns
Here
activated.
gets pushed back. He's now stuck in backside. Trace Esports knows what the solution is, but do they account for Izu, who holds a Phantom, the one rifle on the side of T1? He's in hookah, ready to spray down. Oh, Steel Garden being used nice and early. Now only 30 seconds left, but that is going to delay the entry quite a bit here from Trace Esports. And then the 0 point to make sure that they're still stuck there. Luo King, the last hope to try to open things up. He's trying to make sure he creates distance away from the bug. He eventually lands it, and that's the signal. TP in, T1 getting ahead of it. Sylvan already here. Molly out, and Luo King gets one shot. Now the Molly, counter Molly to push them away. Holding close, that's an advantage for Stacks, but he cannot spam through. And Trace Esports should be able to secure this round.
Yeah, looking really tough. Nice tracing from Beyond Gate. And now Izu, once again, 550 credits and a Phantom. Probably just needs to save here. Not much left to be done. Great reading of the situation there by Trace. They're starting to kind of figure out these Vise setups. Really doing a good job of baiting out that util. So not just with the wall, but also with the Razor Vines as well. So they're really making sure that that isn't going to cause them any problems in the early part of the round, unless they just like sacrifice Zhao like they did a couple rounds ago and just eat up all that util. But you know, it's paid off. They're doing a good job of working around that now and finding their opportunities, finding their moments. Good rotates there. Nice work there by Luo King, trying to kill on the Buzz. You know,
Really been getting frags to start to ramp those up.
Right. It's been pretty dicey. Let's see if T1 now can stabilize. They start out so strong on this defender side. Felt like it was going to be maybe another fast map, but Trace Esports, again, making good adjustments as this half rolls on. But eventually T1 is able to find the counter adjustments on the attacker side to get a few more rounds in their back pockets, and just a Trailblazer to lead the way. But spreading the map a lot this time, TE. You know, really trying to take control of the extremities, using this chamber. Luo King has got to be feeling just so confident right now with how well he's done, pushing through showers, pushing through short. He's been a real difference maker in creating the space, creating the opportunities for Trace Esports in these last couple of rounds.
Very crucial, and right now, down to 50 seconds. They know where the sheer wall is, but they haven't tripped it just yet. And Luo King, if he had won that, would have been a very different story. But now, like you said, you spread out the map, but you don't have any information. You lost control of showers, and Trace Esports running out of time. 40 seconds now passing down to the 30 mark.
Just hoping that, you know, you're going to find one of those players on rotation. Buzz gets some contact. Maybe wins it through, but it's just a meat grinder here. Buzz and Stacks combining for 2 kills. That's spiked down, 20 seconds left on the clock. Oh, what a switch there from Zhao, but round over. Done and dusted.
Now they have to Hail Mary all the way to overtime. See if they can do it. Null Command still online for Stacks.
Yeah, Stacks trying to find an achievement to win without using his ultimate. He's never really had an opportunity to be frank.
Yeah.
I kind of dunk on him a little bit, but it's totally just he really hasn't had the situation. Once he had it, they were like on ecos and they were getting kind of bullied. So that's a nice dizzy. Buzz has 2 players, great double swing, great adjustment here from Trace Esports to make sure that they're going to take Showers control.
Yeah, and before the minute mark as well. So taking the initiative, recognizing that T1 is starting to play safe if it's not the operator in hand. It's a good read, good adjustment, draws out a lot of util away from the A site. Even a flash drive, and Funk's ready for it. Anti right around the corner. Meanwhile, it's going to be Beyond Cage just skirting all the way through the Razor Vines, opens up the site. Explosive opening for Trace, and you still have Zhao waiting on B, right? They want to make sure they ruin as much as possible if T1 goes for the saves. You know it's a possibility. See if Zhao is able to pick up an extra kill or not. The grand scheme of things, it may not matter, but it might make T1 a lot weaker in the last round or 2.
And it's opened up the door because he's held this for so long for these quick attempts to punish the economy of T1. This is really, really smart from Trace Esports. Really good understanding of this situation because of this extra position that Zhao is able to hold, because it doesn't seem like T1 has great answers to the chamber all the time.
Yeah, ideally Fung Fung gets a kill or two. Heibe's going to get one. Fung will die, but he still gets an 0.2. His name, Sylvan, staying alive, gets quite a bit for himself, but BNK will finish things off. So now Trace Esports.
And you have so much faith in Zhao as that chamber that he can just hold an angle by himself, but you've got a lot of players lined up towards B. However, Spike's still on the ground. So this is all just kind of a bit of a ruse here from the side of Trace Esports.
Yeah, and now the sheer wall once again. This time it's on the entrance of the site, so you really can't kind of trip it by just walking past it. It's either a jump peek or at least spamming in front of it. They'll draw the Razor Vine first. They'll be happy with that. So now a rush through the wall is a possibility for Trace Esports. Looks like they might be thinking about it with the spike being brought over to the side.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is now the kind of setup they were looking for, that they were hoping for on the front of B, and they're going to use the Seekers to try to leak away.
Fragment just being used by time, but Funk's still going to find a nice shot right over the wall. Buzz is here with a showstopper. He does not get to fire it. Fung gets right under him, catches him off guard. Fung now on fire with a triple kill. Sylvan catches one in the back, but it's not going to be enough. A good pop flash from Stash. Just jiggling between the two. Can he get another for the 4K? Just jiggles. He wants to play for the win. Sylvan's there on the cross. It's a good setup from the IGL, and T1 will be able to wrap things up 2-0 against Trace Esports.
Now that bind was much, much closer than Pearl, but T1 still able to stand strong, showing off some new comps so far in this offseason with this new team, with this new lineup, and it's working a treat. You love to see Stacks in those moments like that. He's just so brilliant in those post-plant situations, in those late-game situations, in those clutch situations. Comes up huge, knows when to buy time, but yeah, I mean, Trace, look, they started to understand what they were going up against very well. They made really good adjustments on Vine. So, you know, even with Zhao coming in as a substitute, he had some highlight moments. He was probably their, no, not probably, he definitely was their best player on Pearl. So a lot to look forward to for Trace still in 2025.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think we're obviously, again, with Zhao stepping in as well, it's not